Well, good day, lads. Here we are. Once again, it's time for the BBPN here to give you the game of the week. Well, that's what we're still calling it anyway. There's numerous games of the week, and we're going to see if this one actually rates. So, we're going to go ahead, take a peek in the Slannesh division. Let's give them a bit of love here. And we'll see what excitement they're going to bring on to you. Yes, it's going to be a fun day. At least we hope so. We've picked an interesting teams. So, we all ready, lads? Let's get it started here. Somebody cue the music. Alright, here we are. Yes, guess who it is today, yeah? Big superstar cast we got here. Yes, it is going to be the craziest combination you've seen in a long time. You've got the luggage. Yeah, it seems to be a theme today. It's like I'm flying sometime today. And of course, yes, this is the scary, crazy combination team you've all been hearing of here. Yes, it is the Nurgle team that is built deliberately and intentionally around one purpose only. Yes, yeah, Brick Favre and of course Grotty. Now, what is the purpose of these two? Well, these are quite impressive little star over there. Strong arm, nerves of steel. This is quite a deadly little combination, isn't it? And of course, their teammate, because guess who it is? Grotty is a goblin. What is his one big edge? He's AG4. Otherwise, he's basically your average goblin. He is the pinnacle of doom divers. At least that's what they describe him as anyway. Oh, look, blinding sunlight. That's all we need. Just like this. Yes, I've had to experience that at a cup before. Yes, that one. Good lord, whose idea was it to invent that musical instrument? Vuvuzelas. It's a horrible instrument, really is. Now, the Nurgles, of course, do come when they've got two reserves. You can see that they've got one, count them, one Chaos Warrior. Everything else, rotters. Meanwhile, as for the Lizards, well, they get a bunch of players. Okay, here we go. Yes, a rotter is taking a quick kick because he has one plan and one plan only. Get the ball, throw ball, score. Repeat until done. Though he's not going to do that right away. Right now he's clearing the path, so to speak. Alright, Brick's done his job. And now gradually he's going to come running back to get ready and, you know, load up the grotty cannons, as it were, and fly down the field. This is a brilliant idea, and of course it always works. Who asked you, cadet? Oh, anyway. So, yes, as you can see, yes, it's the Jim Sterling School of Pounding It University. Yeah, pounding it. That is basically the whole theme of that entire team. It is a great theme. I highly endorse it. Speaking of endorsing, meet me fist. Now, as you can see, no skill ups as yet on the luggage, but they do have one loner. Like I said, they've had a tough start already and they're trying to recover, so they've had to come in with a loner. Notice Nurgle, what loners? Because he's got so many bloody rotten things running around. Two rerolls over here, nothing else. Meanwhile, they've come to cheer him on. Look at the attendance here, because it's Jim Sterling's son. Plus 2 fame, and he has an apothecary, you know, just in case he ends up losing another skink. Alright, so here is the plan. Does he want to do it now? Well, he's thinking about it. He's thinking. Yeah, we've heard this one before. And here come the rotters staggering up. Now, why are we definitely taking a look at this? Because it is a incredibly unique. Yeah, he's nailed one already. There's one who's been totally pounded into the ground there. And, well, of course, he's had to, you know, go and, you know, use the apothecary there. Yeah, the crowd's going wild. The great experiment is working. He's actually got rid of Asaurus. And it's cost him an Earth the apothecary. Now, of course, the casualty in this case here was originally this next game. But, you know, Since he's pounding it, he's not going to appreciate it. You see what I did there? Alright, so be your own fan. Okay. So you can see what he's doing here. At least he might understand what this player actually does. Maybe. Just maybe he understands what this player can actually do here. Basically, right now, all he's trying to do there is somehow burn the clock out and then eventually just howitz the player down the field and score. At least that's the theory. I didn't say it was a good plan, but that is the plan. See, here he's thinking, oh, I'll put the tackle zone. Nerves of steel. Yes, it does apply to throw teammate. I'm serious. This is why it's such a deadly combination. Now, that was a good move there. Power of Stunty indeed. Because he's going to see, can he actually get this ball carrier? Well, at least that's the dream. And yes, you can see how well he's dodging through. Hyper aggression here by Poundy University. And the Trillion absolutely stellarly on their way. And no, that doesn't happen. Try it again. Ah, he's out of that one.
Finish him!
Well, that might be the plan. He's got plenty of rodders. And they all have lots and lots of boots. Boots with cleats and lots of sticky stuff all over it. Alright. Mind you, only 2 rerolls here. And you can't use a reroll as easily for this one. Alright. Well, back to the task in hand here. Found something. Luckily, that's not another injury. Yeah, Power is stunting. He's now debating, does he actually run away with the ball? He's gone off target here. He's gone off the tactic, and now he's actually just using him like an ogre. Might that work? You never know. Meanwhile, he's decided to pick up the snakes. This is called going off the reservation. At least that's what they say in this continent, don't they? Someone's going to have to explain to me what that really means, other than that, yes, off. Basically, it means you're off your meds. You had a plan, and now you've gone and just completely abandoned the plan. You're going to try something else. Okay, you really want to try something else. We'll see how that works. No guarantees. You know, push me, push you. Yeah, power of dodge and stunty. So far, is actually working. Makes for a pleasant fucking change, doesn't it? And you want 1 dice here. Push me, push you. And the luggage is now going to get back to work here. Dodging back in, 1 more time, here we go. 2 dice into the ogre, yes, knocks him down. Does he get a result? No.
Crap!
Yeah, well, you can hear that from across the stadium. And now he's going to put everything in here because can he mess this one up? He thinks he can. Just remember though, dodge, stunty, AG4. This lad is dynamite if he gets away. So this is why he's decided to go take care of the problem. Push me, push you. And yeah, this is what happens when you go off the reservation, off your meds, and basically off kilter. And yes, you've forgotten what the plan is, what these two can really do, and guess what? Now you can't do it. Temptation was there. I see why. It's almost like he wants to try and play it like a normal football game. Not with these two, it's not. Alright, so he's off and moving. Or at least off and wrong anyway. The lad's trudging down the center mode here. They're going down the right. He's hoping he can actually snake in using stunty and get away. It's not a bad plan. There's just no guarantee it's actually going to work. But this is just called, yeah, instead of doing what you normally do, now you're actually trying to make this a proper running scoring play. Well, we'll see how it goes here. There he goes. See, notice he does have the wings. That's what he's called basically the prototype Doom Diver. But he's actually not a Doom Diver. That has been argued they're going to have to upgrade him up to Doom Diver. I'm serious, they're going to have to upgrade him up. That Grotty is a Doom Diver. Why is that Marigold? Simple, because then he can control where you're throwing him a little bit better. But then he loses the stunty dodge. Because notice, yes, he does have stunty. Alright, speaking of luggage, back to work here. 2 dice, solid fisting in the front line. And he's still not getting any joy. And that's definitely not any joy.
Crap!
You want to try that again, Sunshine? Well, he has mocked him up, but there goes a precious reroll indeed. These are the most durable rotters I've ever seen. They've been taking quite a pounding, and speaking of pounding it, Yes, he self-stowns himself, of course. Because that's how good his Sauruses really are. They are the worst, lightly insured, bought from the lowest bidder luggage you can ever buy. Clearly he got them somewhere in Walmart. Yes, I've heard of that place. Terrible place indeed. Well, temptation. Do you run away? You've got Stunty in AG4 with dodge. It's probably what you should do. Of course, mind you, let's knock someone down first. There's a good hit.
Giggity, giggity, giggity. Alright.
Alright, run, you little bastard, run. Yeah, there he goes, he's off and going.
Run, bitch! Run!
That you, okay. And the scrumming continues. This is going to come down to a skate blitz in the end, isn't it? Oh, look, Grotty's actually moving. So's Brett. Well, someone's going to do something. You could just call him Brick, though. I always think as a brick is something you throw at the punters. Speaking of, there's a double skull. Both down and nothing. You wish he'd gotten something out of it. Alright, here comes the power of Skink. He's definitely have to try something to stop this young lad. Yeah, here they come. A whole bunch of skinks running as fast as they can. Power of Stunty, power of dodge. Does not like he fails the first one. And there he goes.
Your skills are inferior.
Gonna try it one more time. Uses the reroll, that's the last one. All this he can put one die into this little punk. Trust me, there's a plan. There's a reason. This is why. Here he comes. Big huge run. He makes it across the board and no. Well, he's out of rerolls, alright. However, anything could possibly go wrong. And of course, we know this division, anything probably will go wrong. Speaking of... Yes, you saw that right. Double dodge, double fail. Well, that's what happens when you actually trust the Stunty. Some days. Okay. Alright, so... Nurgle. Yes, it is a Nurgle team, despite there being an ogre on the field. Is on the right plan. Yes, it is weird. A Nurgle team, and you can see a goblin and an ogre. Really, this is a Nurgle team. Alright, so what plan has he got here? Well, step one, he's marking things up. I suspect he's going to try and run this way. Maybe he's going to concentrate his fire here. Yeah, here it comes. Crazy blitz here. Runs across. Brick does the job. Gets that good solid fisting in there.
You are so small! It's funny to me!
And Grotty is off and running one more time. See, now he's got a problem here. Every skate can probably catch him. This is what's probably going to happen. Well, okay, I've got a question. Why re-roll that one? His answer is because it knocks my player down. Yes, but so does he. And now you end up doing it anyway. And you KO yourself, of course. And amazingly, the skink survives. What does he feed them? Apparently Nintendo console games. And almost fails the first dodge, has to dive through, makes the second one. Well done, lad. You get to live. And here comes the next one. It is the big attack. Does he get him? Yes, he does. And he even KO'd him. That is massive. That is absolutely massive. And now suddenly, believe it or not, the luggage is in a great position, using Bill Bexley's speed to get this thing all the way down the field. Now he's having fun with the first dodges, but he's making all the second ones, and yeah, he's got the right idea. Sacrifice everything just to screen it up. Good solid punch right there, and down he goes. Alright, Nurgle, this didn't go quite as planned, did it? This is the problem, though. He doesn't like doing GFIs with a loner, and I don't blame you, lad. I really don't blame you. Alright, players coming down here. He now basically, his goal is prevent the touchdown in return. Does have to remember, there's no rerolls left. Blood Ball at its best. There we go, 2 dice. Oh, the Rotter moving along. See, the Rotters are doing the job, aren't they? They're definitely doing the business. If he actually starts getting money, he actually wants to start buying a real team. Which is a scary thought. Well, fails that blitz, does not get the down, ends up staying there. And then, of course, fails the dodge.
I do cocaine!
And he's doing something, alright. Alright, turn 7. Step 1, pick up the ball. What was that? Step 1, cut a hole in the box. That's what I've always been told. Skank's on the run here. Alright, Nurgle's basically given up trying to actually get a touchdown on this one. Well, they don't have any players down here. They didn't have an alternative plan. Like I said, this is what happens when you go off plan. Things go wrong. Speaking of going wrong, there we go. Block on block and still, well, bloody
Your
nothing.
skills are inferior.
Yeah, definitely inferior to something, alright. That is how this game is going here. Nurgle, turn 8. Well, now they're going to make an extreme challenge here for Jim Sterling's crew here to actually perform a Mibili miracle. Nurgle, of course. Good idea. The one disturbing presence might actually come in handy because these are the key players he needs to head off to. Or pass to, and well, this is going to really fuck things up, isn't it? Right, here's Brick coming in for the quick blitz, gets the solid punch. Does he get anything good? Not really, but he'll take it. Moves on in. And of course fails the dodge. Absolutely no surprises going on here. Almost, like I said, he had a plan, went off plan, and this is what's happened. Meanwhile, the luggage. You see, at least they've made him available. Remember, disturbing presence still works even though you're on the ground. Which he seems to have forgotten, unfortunately. There's the throw, and there's the fail. Yep, you completely forgot. Even though he's on the ground, it still works. Alright, lads, there we go. And there's your halftime there. It is 0-0. This halftime, of course, brought to you by Chopper's Thug Mart. For all your drugged up needs, except no substitutes. Chopper's Thug Mart. Alright, let's turn this around here. Nurgle's in a surprisingly good spot, except for this little minor problem here. 1 KO, and Grotty hasn't come back. He really needs this one player back. So that risky little play down here did pay off. However, let's take a look here. No Apothecary left. Didn't even add 1 to start because he doesn't care. Why? Because he's Nurgle. Yes, people forget that. Nurgle has to buy an Igor. Now, apparently, in the revised parts of Nurgle, Nurgle can do all kinds of things now. Yes, Nurgle, as you may have heard, now has their own special wizard. They can buy the regulation wizard. They even get Nurglings on the sidelines to help them cheering, so any Nurgle team getting to minimum is a +1 fame. Because they've got Nurglings. Now, admittedly, it only can increase them up to a maximum of +2. So they can't get +3 like the Goblins. Speaking of the Goblins here, are we going to do something? Let's go get the ball and see if he can do something. Right? Right. Now, it's pretty critical here for the pounding at University. Yeah, pounding at you. Yeah, he's pounding it all right. Right straight into tomorrow. And he still can't get a casualty. He'd love to get a few just to start leveling these Sauruses up. This is a serious statement all you've heard from the coach. In between, gasps, of, drinking and trying to get the panties off the fan. Anyway. Just in case something does go wrong here. And it does! You want to try that again? Oh my god.
Just plain ass, normal, everyday, no question about it, no NFL, no year, not named after a player, not named after a coach, not named after the referee's pet goldfish, no quarterback, dime back, nickel back, simple, ordinary, unembellished, unmistakable, crystal clear, as frank as Frankenstein, as blunt as an atom bomb, one compound word, it's motherfucking goddamn sons of bitchin' fucking football!
Yeah, thank you for that overstatement of the obvious here. Makes you kind of dream. It's just plain football. That's all we want. Well, this is Blood Bowl. It's a better version. And speaking of that one...
Shut up and take my money!
Yeah, because someone's clearly on the take here, and it's not for his own team, as that is the second time that exact same rot is double-skulled. Clearly, he's not on the pay scale over here. Hey, look, it only took 3 tries, he's got the ball. And he's off and running. Because let's face it, a quick score is the way for this now. Because as long as these are KO'd, you've got the advantage. And he's got the screen up here. Couple more skinks. There is a bit of a risk there. He's a Soyad. Yes, it's a loner. This is what his purpose is for. Yes, dying. Just like any loner lineman. That's the job. Accept it, embrace it, love it. Source is back on the move here. There's a swing of a handbag at 3 paces. And he's down for a while.
Settle it in smash!
Well, he certainly like to settle it with something, alright. That's a good pounding. Skank's on the move. He's going to cover things here. Because what could possibly go wrong? Well, as this coach knows, he's watched several of the casts, so he knows it's a long list in these games. And since he's made Game of the Week, congratulations, everything can possibly go wrong. Probably will, at the most worst and entertaining times. Don't you just love it, lads? Alright, Nurgle. It's a bit of a poser, this one. As frankly, much as you'd like to get the ball back, odds are not happening. See, the problem is with this one here, he doesn't have Morg skills. In the case of, yes, he does still have a Bonehead. This is why people love Morg. Morg doesn't have Bonehead. Speaking of Bonehead...
Dead or alive, you are coming with me.
Because both of them go down, and once again, he just can't harm a rotter. Alright, here we go. 2 dice, solid pounding. Can you get a change this time? Yeah, he's stunned alright, and there is the breakaway the luggage has been waiting for all day. Luggage University's on its way, and it looks like it's going to be a pretty easy score. You know I'm jinxing it. Look, I don't always jinx it, lads. Cry out loud. Seriously, I don't always jinx it. It just happens that way. Alright, here we go. Solid in.
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. Nobody!
Well, I don't care what's bleeding out of them there. By that colour, I don't think it's blood. Pounding continues here. And luggage definitely wants to contain this one here and just get it in for the good score. 2 dice, everyone's going home, and does he finally knock him out? Yes, he does.
I approve.
Alright, Nurgle, how are you going to stop this one? No, seriously, I'm actually curious how you're going to stop this one. I haven't seen this game. Well, that's the one way of doing it.
I broke your stupid crap, moron!
Yes, you did. Yes, indeed, you did. Well, that's completely wrong. See, now it's time for Skink Magic to go and dodge his way in. Of course, doesn't he have to dodge? It's 3 squares. How can this possibly go wrong? You know I had to say that. Look, this is going to be pretty easy here. He's just going to do a couple of greed blocks. He's got a reroll. He's probably fine. Okay, lads? Meanwhile, he's getting pounded here because here's a chance for the Sauruses. Yes, their Bane is 1 in 9. But they do need to try and get some kind of, you know, maybe a skill point, maybe 2. They can dare to dream. Saurus comes running back because he's got nothing better to do. Here he comes. And he runs into the foul appearance.
9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9!
Well, it was about time that kicked in. Why don't you tell me the 1? Makes you dream of what happens if this was a real Nurgle team. Of course, according to the coach, it is a real Nurgle team. It's just they have a contract here for exclusivity with Brick and Grotty. And speaking of, well, there's a double skull, so he has to re-roll that one there. And he does get that one. And now the rest of the lads moving into position here. Can he get anything better to happen here? He still has to chase after the ball, can he? Eventually. Well, like I said, eventually here. Okay, here we go. Crazy blitz from the sideline. Well, it pushes the skink away. And now he probably, movement 5. Slowly he sloshes his way forward. Does make the crazy dodge here. Yes, people forget Rotters are AG3. Runs across the field. And does actually manage to tag the skink up. And of course you fail.
Boo! You suck!
But you can't get away with everything, lads. You just can't. Even in this league. Look at Panda. He won a championship. Talk about getting away with something. Meanwhile, game in hand. Pounding at University here. Should be an easy clear. Here we go. 2 solid dice. See, push me, push you. Clears them away. And the luggage. Where the hell are you going, lad? Really? Over here? Alright, fine. He just doesn't... Honestly, at this point, you're thinking he just doesn't want to risk the KO coming back and then being a win-turn touchdown. It's possible. Meanwhile, Lizards just continue the relentless assault here. Well, there's the power of stunt. He gets the 1 square, doesn't risk any more. Okay, back to Nurgle. Yes, it's hard to say it is back to Nurgle. It's a fucking yo-yo on the field. It's Nurgle, really. And the Rotters, well, they're strumming it up. 2 dice, solid kick to the nads. Yes, Lizards do have nads. Just ask the werewolves. There's an old reference, isn't it? Hey, look, he actually hit a skink. There we go. Didn't do anything to him after all that effort, but he did hit him. And slowly sloshing his way down the field. There goes another Rotter. Keeps concentrating his fire here. There's another solid hit. And down he goes. Yes, there is a skink right there. And he missed him. Oh well. And now here comes Crazy on the bus. He's going to take a big run at it. Does he actually get him? No, it's only a push. He re-rolls that. That worked.
And get off my lawn!
And there he goes. That's what you get for waiting that bloody long to score. Ball is thrown back in. It's a good spot for the Lizards. They should be fine with that one. Alright, there we go. Turn 14. Jim Sterling's Sons University. It's on its way. 2 dice. And yeah, it's a double score. What else did you expect? And yeah, 1 in 9. And down he goes.
Shenanigans! Shenanigans! Shenanigans!
Yeah, I can hear the screams from that coach right now. I think his sanity is just finally slipped. All that effort, and then you what? Yeah, you 1 in 36 followed by a 1 in 9. Because what could have possibly gone wrong? Everything. Absolutely everything. Alright, well, Nurgle has 1 job and 1 job only.
I approve.
Just guard the bloody football and drive the luggage crazy for a while. 2 more dice, push me, push you. Well, all he wants to do... Really? You fold that one up? Okay. You didn't need to, lad. You really didn't. And meanwhile, the pounding continues. Now you can't throw a Rotter. Doesn't matter how much they smell. I got that one.
Message for you, sir.
And meanwhile, here we go, 1 more time. Solid blitz. He's trying to clear the ball away. Does get the move. And moves on up. 2 more dice here. Does get away with it. Now remember, no rerolls left for Jim Sterling's Sons. Here comes the run. And there comes the fail.
I hope you die from hugs! Killer hugs for everyone!
Yes, the exasperation is real. The exasperation's totally real. No rerolls left, and now he just needs to pick up the bloody ball. Nurgle would love to pick up the ball, but he's KO'd. Oh well, turn 15, here we go. What the hell are you doing here? Yes, he's planning just in case something goes really wrong here. Speaking of wrong, and it's only a stun. Well, he'll take it.
Wait, he isn't dead. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, I do admit it is a surprise. He's not dead. All right, here comes the craziness. Does he?
And you fail.
Oh, God, again. Moral of the story, unfortunately, learned on this game, lads. Sometimes just score the bloody thing. This has come back to... Oh, God, it's double score. It's the same bloody one again. Yep, 3 double skulls, same rotter all 3 times. And look who gets the MVP. Yeah, Brick for just standing there and looking impressive. Well, that's got to be absolute frustration. There's your score. That's Slannesh. Yeah, 0-0. All that effort and they can't even get the bloody thing in. Even look at the armor breaks. You'd almost not think a game happened, but as you saw, a game really took part. Both teams got off track, forgot what their plays were supposed to be, and you see what the result is. Sometimes you got to resist temptations, lads. All right, that's it for tonight. I'm going to check in to see what's going on the exchange. We'll probably tomorrow not only have the game of the week, but we might have a double feature. Anyway, thank you for watching. Nuffle bless your dice.